Imagine you work at a restaurant. It could be a fast food joint or the fanciest restaurant in town, and you're almost done with the first half of a double shift. You've just taken out 3 large orders and you've gotten 2 refills at another table, and wiped down another, and you cleaned up a spill in section 2. You head back out on the floor ready to help some more customers, and as you approach, they begin chewing you out for not helping them earlier. Whoa! Where did that come from? It's not like I wasn't doing anything. Okay, hypothetical situation over. There are approximately 10 million restaurant workers in the United States. 1 in 12 people work in these restaurants. I myself have worked in the food and service industry for about 3 years now. As waitstaff, I've had my good days and my bad days, and I've learned the best way to ruin a waiter's day is when a customer chews them out for something that is not their fault. While I am aware most customers are understanding, there are always exceptions to the rule, whether it be because their order was misplaced or they are simply having a bad day. So today I'm going to discuss why you should be nice to waitstaff, and I'm not referring to the fact that they might spit in your food. Now, I can understand being frustrated about not receiving good service, but according to this infographic by colorlines.com, the median wage for restaurant workers in the United States is about $9 an hour. For other restaurants where the staff is dependent upon tips, the average wage is about $2.13 an hour. So they have a motivation to give you good service so that they can either get a raise or, make good tips. In the case that you do feel you're receiving bad service, before you start complaining to a manager or chewing someone out, consider the following. First, does the establishment appear to be understaffed? If there are only 2 or 3 waitstaff running around helping people when there's usually 5 or 6, it's safe to say that either people have called in sick or they've been cut early. Be patient, they will get to you eventually. Remember, you are not their only customer. Next, is the restaurant extremely busy? If the restaurant has all their tables filled, the phone is ringing off the hook, and there's a line out the door, it's safe to say the waitstaff are busy. Give them a few minutes to get to you. If they don't come to you, you can always get their attention. If you have been waiting 10 minutes or more for your food, simply ask someone to check on it for you. Don't be rude in your requests, though. Waitstaff are more willing to serve people who are polite. Also, keep in mind that waitstaff do not make the food, they just bring it to you. If they get behind in the kitchen, it affects the performance of the front of house staff. So don't throw a fit if a waiter comes and tells you that it will be a few more minutes for your food, because it isn't their fault. Also, once they are helping you, try to keep them from having to run back and forth multiple times to get you ketchup, some napkins, some crackers, and a to-go box. Making as few trips as possible will make their job easier, and you'll get what you need much faster. Another thing to consider, could this employee be new and still be learning the ropes? For some people, this may be their first job, so their confidence will be shaky and they're not sure of what all they're supposed to do. Have a little patience, especially if you sense that the employee is nervous. It usually takes new employees about 2 weeks to get the hang of everything. Finally, consider how you would want to be treated. Do you enjoy being treated rudely or yelled at? Waitstaff are people too and make mistakes like everyone else. The golden rule is important to remember every day, because being upset with some aspect of the service is not any reason to lose your temper, and quite frankly, it makes you look bad. Once I was being read the riot act by a customer for something I didn't even do. Some people at another table stepped in and told her she was being unreasonable and she needed to calm down. Treat people with respect and you will receive it right back. If you feel that your service has not been satisfactory, like when the 2 waitresses behind the counter were gabbing about American Idol, ignoring your food in the window as it got cold, then by all means, you may comment about your experience to the manager. But again, do not yell or get upset. People are more willing to help you if you're polite. In conclusion, most waitstaff work hard to ensure that you have a good experience and leave their establishment satisfied. Some days, things do not go as planned, and that is out of their control. Again, most customers are very understanding. However, if you do get frustrated, please keep your cool so the situation can be peacefully resolved. As my mama always says, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. Thank you.